appreciate everyone coming out this morning to be witness to the first ever. This is the first time that the Sheriff's Office has engaged the community at this level. We are excited about it. This will be groundbreaking, in my opinion. It's based on the principles that were outlined by President Barack Obama when he talked about 21st century policing. So what we're here today to talk about is the Community Advisory Board. And just to give you a little background, this was a campaign promise, and I'm working very hard every day, and my staff and I, to deliver on our campaign promises. This is based on the premise, if you remember, I had an acronym called T, which stood for Transparency, Engagement, and Accountability. This is the next sort of cog in that wheel of engaging the community at every level. And this is not me going into the community telling the community what we think they should do. This is me inviting the community to be part of the process so we can evaluate solutions and get suggestions from the community. We're very excited about this. We're going to meet on a quarterly basis. We're going to open up the application process this morning as soon as this press conference is over, and hopefully we will get an abundance of applications from individuals from all walks of life, from all over the county, who want to participate in this initiative. Again, it's about bringing them to the table so we can begin building relationships, forming partnerships, working on solutions that will ensure that the quality of life that we enjoy here in Durham continues. We know that right now the national climate is one that is in turmoil, but what we want to do here in Durham is have a voice, and I want to give that voice to the community. And again, it's going to be open up to residents of Durham County, all over Durham County, from Rougemont, Bahama to Southwest Durham, so we can make sure that we have full representation of all the communities. What I'm looking for are ideas and suggestions on how we can build strong relationships, economic development, address nuisance issues, not just crime, but also this is an opportunity for when there are things happening that I think the community needs to be aware of, we'll be able to push this out. Basically, the Sheriff's Office needs an extra set of eyes and ears. We cannot be everywhere, and we're going to be looking for the community to engage us and to feed us information and talk to us about how we can develop better relationships and better solutions. What we'll do is we'll take all ideas and suggestions, and I'll let the committee and the collection of folks sort of talk about next steps, and then we'll move into an evaluation phase, and then we'll move into implementation. So it's going to be on a case-by-case, whatever the idea and suggestion is. All of those will come directly to me and my staff. I think the number one thing that we have to do in law enforcement is build trust and reestablish ourselves as community partners. As I've said before, law enforcement has taken a hit across the country over the past few years. So the trust has been eroded for a number of reasons. So first and foremost for me is to let the people understand that they have an advocate who's in law enforcement, and we begin to mend those relationships and build that trust. And we'll tackle a number of issues. I mean, we all know what the issues are. They're from poverty to gun violence and everything in between. So I'm excited about some of the conversations that I think we're going to have. But then we'll get down to some really hard discussions about trust and police accountability, community engagement, and really start making some, what I consider to be some groundbreaking changes in the way we police here in Durham County. Law enforcement has been seen as an adversary to the community, and we have to have a better approach.
The Durham County Sheriff's Office is committed to helping the community. Where there is need, our deputies are there.
Well, the Sheriff's Office, we come out approximately every 8 weeks and we serve breakfast. And we've been doing it a couple of years now, and we do it because it's our way at the Sheriff's Office to give back to the community in a non-traditional law enforcement way, and we really enjoy it. We always look forward to it, and we have a great turnout from the Sheriff's Office.
That was the case here at Urban Ministries of Durham, where early in the morning, DCSO was well represented preparing breakfast and lunch for over 200 people.
We really gonna speed up now.
Volunteer efforts like this one occur frequently across Durham County at similar local nonprofit and social service organizations. For more information, call 919-560-0422.
Welcome to NCDOT Now. I'm Marty Homan. School is starting, and that means more buses will be on the roads and more children will be walking and biking. Do you know the rules of the road to keep everyone safe?
On average, there are nearly 3,000 incidents of cars passing stopped school buses every school day in North Carolina. This is not just dangerous for students, it's also against the law. At the school, be sure to pay attention while driving so you'll see when a child is being dropped off or picked up. Remember to never pass a vehicle that is stopped for pedestrians, and always stop and yield to pedestrians crossing the crosswalk or intersection in a school zone when flashers are blinking.
It's important that we all share the road with school buses. Give each bus plenty of space and know the rules for passing them on various types of roads.
On a two-lane road, all traffic from both directions must stop. On a two-lane road with a center turning lane, all traffic must come to a complete stop. On a four-lane road without a median, traffic from both directions has to stop. In the case of a divided highway with 4 or more lanes, only traffic following the school bus needs to stop. And when on a road with 4 lanes or more with a center turning lane, just traffic following the bus must stop. Penalties for passing a stopped school bus include a $500 fine and an additional 4 insurance points, which could increase insurance rates by 80%. It's vital that drivers also slow down and obey the posted speed limit in a school zone. A child's life could depend on it.
That's all for this week's edition of NCDOT Now. From all of us here at the North Carolina Department of Transportation, safe travels.
Guess who's back?
It's us, Mel and Coda.
We're here on location at Bark in the Park at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. Melinda, what are we doing out here?
Well, today we're running our Check Your Chip program. All the pets that are coming into the park tonight get a courtesy scan to see if they have a microchip. If they have a microchip, we're making sure the information is updated. There's nothing worse than us scanning a pet for a microchip when we find it and the information is not current. So tonight, we're offering people the chance to get their information updated with us.
Melinda, what is a microchip?
Well, a microchip is a small device that's implanted into your pet. We can microchip just about any animal these days, but here in Durham County, we specifically deal with the dogs and cats that get lost. These microchips are kind of a permanent identification for your pet because we all know that sometimes they lose their ID tags and they lose their collars. Well, if that happens and we find them or someone takes your pet to a vet, it can be scanned for a chip and we can still get them home to their owners. Well, guess what? We also offer free microchipping to Durham County pets. Dakota, tell them more about our free microchip clinic.
So if you're a Durham County resident, on September 20th from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., you can come to our office, 3005 Glen Road, Durham, North Carolina, and get your pet microchipped for free. That way, we can return them home to you because every animal services deputy in Durham County has a microchip scanner on their truck. That way, your pet doesn't have to end up in the clean.
Remember, microchip your pets, and remember, keep your microchip information current.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
When an emergency strikes in Durham County, will you know what to do? Receive critical, time-sensitive information straight to your device with Alert Durham.
Alert Durham provides you with critical information quickly for incidents like severe weather, hazardous materials, evacuations, and more. You can even choose the type of alerts you want to receive and how you want to receive them. Just go to alertdurham.com to register quickly and easily. Stay alert, stay informed, stay safe with Alert Durham.
Durham County Sheriff's Office, where's your emergency? Okay, we'll get deputies on the way.
Order! Move!
How y'all doing this morning? Y'all come on through.
I'm Durham County Sheriff Clarence Burkhead, and we want you to join our team. Honor, duty, service. If you have what it takes, our recruiting starts now.
It was found over on Ellerby Street in downtown Durham, and just right in the middle of the city. We have to post that the animal has been located for a certain time period. From there, if nobody comes to claim it, then what we do is we go ahead and host a public auction for the sale of the animal. One of the great things we've done over the last 6 months is we've established a partnership with the Blind Spot Animal Sanctuary. So we've been able to work with them, and when we pick up an animal like we did the goat, we'll take it up to them. They'll house it. They have a large property up there, many acres, so they're able to house it within the barn and the fields and stuff, and then until we can either locate the owner or put it up for the auction.
Blind Spot is a privately owned and run and financed sanctuary and rescue organization. We are a farm animal sanctuary. Specifically, we are focusing on potbelly pigs, but we are always open to take any kind of farm animals here. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of places to go to for farm animals. The shelters are not set up for housing farm animals. And there are no rescue organizations. There are no grants available. The industry doesn't care about it because they're meat or dairy products. Billy is getting fully vetted. We already started with it, so the vet was already here and he was seen. He's definitely getting neutered and spayed because that's the biggest issue in the U.S. at the moment. The overpopulations are those animals. So we neuter and spay as we can. And once he's settling in, then we make the appropriate decision if he's going up for adoption or he stays in our herd, because we also maintain healthy herds to actually integrate other animals into the group that they're getting socialized.
They're a sanctuary that has really tried to work with other government agencies, people in general, that when there's issues with livestock that can't be housed in the current locations, that they'll take them in and they'll take care of them until they can either adopt them out or they end up keeping them on the property themselves.
All right, so we have one bid for 50. Any other bids out there? 100. Okay. Here we go. Higher. Not really. All right, so we have a bid for 125 at this point. 150. Okay, 150. All right. Going once, going twice. The bid is $200. Sold for $200. All right. Thank you very much.